It wasn't snowing at all when I left the city, but apparently it had snowed a little bit overnight. But it wasn't the white of the snow that actually caught my eye. It was these swans, trumpeter swans. They've really accumulated in the last couple of weeks. I love seeing them. They won't be around for long, though. I was on my way to Tamarack country to see what I could find, and the snow actually kind of caught me by surprise. There had been flurries in the forecast overnight, but I didn't expect anything quite like this. But yeah, it was pretty.
I think I hear coyotes somewhere.
The snow got heavier from here around Dog Pound Creek, and then it diminished again up by the Raven River. It was warm enough for a lot of it to start melting, too. And that made such a lovely sound. Water drops were dripping along the river, while in the close-by forest, it was a cascade of crystals. Around the beaver ponds, it still looked more like fall than winter. And I found a couple of coots that were splashing around. These guys really should have headed south a while ago, but if they're happy, that's all that matters. And they truly picked a gorgeous place to hang out. Pond lilies, I love these guys. And these islands of cattails. This pond has got to have a name, but I don't know what it is. The spring-fed creeks in this kind of boggy part of the world were flowing along freely. And at this one, I think it's called Schrader Creek, I finally found some tamaracks. And now that I had found them, I kind of ignored them because the creek itself was just too distracting. A muskrat, and beautiful light on all that fresh snow. But there was another stand of tamaracks close by. Yeah, I was a little late getting to them. If I'd been here a couple of weeks ago, these things would have been glowing yellow and orange. But they were beautiful even in the mist that was starting to build up. The snow was melting quickly now, and a lot of that moisture was accumulating in the air and forming a fine blue mist that kind of obscured the valleys. But at certain angles, the sun was bright enough to cut through. Putting my little drone up, oh man, there's those tamaracks. Such amazing trees, like their cousins the larches, deciduous conifers. But of course, during these short days, I didn't have much time to visit them. So I started heading back and found this gigantic moose. I'm always amazed at how big these animals are. By the time I made it to the Little Red Deer River Valley, the mist was starting to fill in all the gaps. And shortly after that, the sun dipped behind the mountains. But I had one more visit with the trumpeter swans. I might have been a little late getting to the tamaracks, but I made it back to the trumpeters right on time.